We're all natural lemon and lime flavors. I'm Josh.
I'm Merc.
I'm Brian.
I'm Jer.
Hey.
Hey,
Hi.
everybody. It's hard to ignore there's something missing here, and that's Stiv. We lost him.
Almost 2 years.
Almost exactly
almost
2
exactly.
years.
Well, so Stiv is my brother, in case the people
Yeah.
at home don't know. And Stiv and Josh grew up on the same street, and that's kind of how the whole thing started.
He and I, we would make up hair metal songs together, riding our bikes. You know, that was how we started.
You were writing and
Absolutely.
recording songs at sleepovers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
on
and making multiple
Wait, so how old were you guys at this time?
recursively recording. So you record onto a tape, and then you take that tape.
that's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah. And
What
you
would-
use that as like
So you were multi-tracking,
by
basically.
recursively
So
recording.
two separate boom boxes or whatever we
Right.
had.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
portable.
you recorded on one and then record
And then
that
play
into
it
the
through
other.
it.
Yeah.
So you exactly.
Yeah.
So you
What
have
was-
to
how deep
set
did
up
it
the
get?
speaker not too close to the microphone of the other boombox.
But how old were you at this time?
I would have been 10, so Steve might
yeah,
have been.
third, fourth grade.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah.
Tapes were fun, though. So, no, but that was what I wanted to add.
It was all done at in his room or downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yep.
was his thing. He set it up.
So yeah, he did more of the recording. He was like the
Yeah,
engineer
He was the one setting it
at
up.
those sleepovers.
Yeah. So we were just coming out of doing our first show. So Steve.
I know. So
Because it
Steve
was-
is
'cause he
Steve.
was-
We keep saying
Yeah.
Steve, but Steve is Steve.
It's Stiv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I said Steve because it was
At the time, he was
in the
Steve.
5th grade.
Yeah, he didn't turn
Yeah.
into Stiv
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
until
my
no.
high
brain
school.
Transformed.
went to Steve
He was in a cocoon for
before
like
the Steve.
2.5 weeks. And he came out as Stiv.
It's like a weird.
Maybe we're jumping ahead, yo.
Oh,
we
yeah.
did old time rock and roll, and
I remember.
and Without Love.
Without Love. I
Oh,
remember.
okay, that's a good one.
There's
yeah.
more though.
Yeah.
You did more than that.
Wait, what's without
There was
love?
at least
No, not at the talent show.
Oh, okay.
The
first
I thought you
time
meant
we
what
But
Savage
that,
were
original
doing.
was
that
Without-
was when
Yeah.
I was in the 6th grade, and that's when you came into the
Right. Yeah,
into-
I moved
into town.
Yeah,
What's without love?
I
Bon Jovi.
meaning
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should say that. You moved from Emerson, and you
I moved from a town called Emerson, which I had only lived in for a couple of years, and then moved to Ringwood.
What the
And
hell?
really, you guys changed everything. There wasn't anyone I knew, or definitely not in my grade. I feel like I would have known that played, or let alone had a band. Like it was so remote. And
Yeah.
then I see them, and I'm like, well, what the? Like,
And they're like really
what
doing
year
it.
was
what's
that?
going
Do you
on
know?
in this? Like, what is this?
Was it
It was
7th
literally- It was
grade?
probably the most inspired
2
I've
years
ever been.
before.
Is that 7th grade for you when you moved?
Yeah.
Yeah, middle of 7th grade.
So that's like 12 years old.
Yeah, and then I
87.
borrowed Stiv's. I think he had a Yamaha acoustic, not the 12-string. Anyway, it's not that important. But I borrowed his guitar to take my first few guitar lessons because I was
Okay.
like I needed to start immediately.
I didn't
Yeah.
realized you started that soon.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
it
I
was
didn't realize.
even
Yeah, I
before I,
forgot
got a
that too.
guitar.
How's-
And I returned all my Christmas presents
Wow.
because we moved a week before Christmas. So we moved.
Wow.
Christmas happened. I saw you guys play, and I immediately wanted to return
This
all
is
my
like all in
Christmas
like a week.
presents so I could buy a guitar, so I
That's
could use the
awesome.
money to buy a guitar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the red with the white pick guard?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
I know, I
that
keep
goes
seeing
back
it
that
in my
far?
head
Japanese
right now.
Squire.
Yeah.
Yep. Just at home, you're looking at the picture of it right now.
Yeah.
You better put a
I
picture
know.
up.
I have to put a picture.
Sorry.
Yeah. I have pictures on my Facebook page
Oh,
of you
dang. I
playing
did
that.
use it.
Merc, you were the
Before you
most.
joined.
Merc is the most adventurous with like introducing Hanoi Rocks
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah,
New
it's
York,
a good,
where you
it's
were
a good
going.
point.
New York Dolls, and sexually. 6th grade was the first demo we ever did, though.
Okay.
At
In West Milford. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, at the
Twain recording in West
recording.
Milford.
Yeah,
Stiv wrote a song, or you wrote that song with him?
I wrote it.
Wait, what
I
song?
wrote
The Way It
What was
Goes.
called?
The Way It
Oh,
Goes.
okay. Of
I didn't know
course.
that was
Oh,
your
yeah.
original.
Everyone knows the
Okay.
way it goes.
That and Into the Night.
Wait, you wrote both of those?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't. I thought that
Really?
was like a
Yeah,
both of you.
I didn't realize that.
He definitely wrote all the guitar solo parts, obviously.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. But you
obviously.
wrote the songs.
Yeah, just
Okay.
just the keyboard part. Just
So
the
for
melody,
those two, but
the melody and the
yeah,
keyboard
The Way
part.
It Goes was the first actual recording, and that's around somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where though, but that's the original. That's where it started. A lot of
Oh, right.
people ask where do we come up with the name, And it's simpler than, you know, there's nothing crazy, but there was just a side project that I actually wasn't involved with.
Yeah, it was me. It was myself, Josh, and Stiv. And Josh played drums, and Stiv played bass.
Drum machine.
Yeah, sometimes you played a drum.
I did.
Like there were times you had like just the snare drum.
Little drummer boy.
And you were literally, but you would play like whole beats on it, you know, like
I don't
Like New
remember-
Orleans street style?
I don't remember that at all.
there was at least one where
Wow.
there's just a snare drum.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a guy with a
On
bucket?
or off?
I think it was on, and I feel like I don't know, you might have been almost playing it with your fingers.
Got it.
Who came up with the name though?
You can mute it.
I read the name off of a can.
A Sprite can.
No,
Oh.
Slice.
Slice.
Yeah.
I remember.
I don't know who knows.
I knew immediately.
Slice,
I
but
recognized it immediately
Yeah.
when you guys
it's the
told me
last
about
ingredient. With,
So, I mean,
or maybe it was the last.
it.
That-
It was on
that's
the
it,
on the
right?
rim.
It's the most
with all
important-
natural
yeah,
lemon
most
and lime
important
flavors.
ingredient.
You guys played covers.
Yeah.
You recorded a lot.
No, and then we started doing originals.
Okay,
Remember
I
we had
forgot.
how come
Came from that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Knows that song.
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
right.
So all natural lemon and lime flavors
So, yeah,
was
let's-
a side project band, and we would dress up all crazy. We would wear like. Remember, like wearing the
Yeah.
8th grade
You know, it
graduation
really-
robe,
yeah.
and like, and we'd wear like a
We'd
big,
even
big
wear
hats.
makeup. We would put
yeah,
on
oh yeah,
makeup.
we'd wear makeup.
It almost opened up another space for
Yes.
us to explore another kind of sound, and then eventually, it's funny, right? Eventually, how it became, you know, what we were doing.
they
Like,
they kind of bled into
you know,
each other.
It
and-
wasn't nearly like as
Yes.
like just free form or anything like that, but like
Right.
it kind of started opening up the space.
Morning Rain had a huge sound.
Significance
It's
of
a-
Morning Rain is the open tuning.
Yeah.
It's the open tuning.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
it's a,
right.
It's
That's
a
a
great
big
song.
deal.
Even
With
though
the
it's like a
slide.
weird riff that doesn't sound like something we would have done.
Do you remember
the way
how
he played it.
Stiv kept losing slides?
Yeah.
And then he started using ratchets from the ratchet set.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But then he started losing them. So
And
there
then
was a point
Josh's
where,
dad is
and
like-
it was like he would always go with like the next biggest one. So it just the slide he would use, it was just kept getting bigger and bigger. It was almost
Yeah.
like a skit.
It was like
It's
impossible.
like by
to
the end,
hold-
there's just like a little barrel on his
Like, you
finger,
couldn't
and he's
hold on
playing.
to
The,
it.
the sa-
From Morning Rain going into like after that was like what next song?
Oh yeah.
Sleep and next
Is
song.
is the next song on YouTube anywhere?
I don't think next
I don't
song
think
is
We never
anywhere.
really-
No.
Did
that
we
was
have-
a cool song.
Did we ever have a slightly decent recording?
Yeah.
I don't
Live.
Did we
was,
record
like,
it at Ramapo?
heavily Beatles
I think
influenced. I feel
we
like White
record-
Album.
Pete has a recording of next
for
song, maybe
Stiv.
on Reel to Reel.
Yes.
You're talking about next song.
Sure. No, Sleep. It
Oh,
feels
yeah.
so like White Album.
Venus and Furs.
Is Sleep
man.
anywhere?
Crybaby Cry.
On
kind of-
Sleep might have been what I was thinking of at
Oh,
Ramapo.
sleep. We did record
We
at
do have a
Ramapo.
recording.
Who
of Sleep.
has that though? Yeah, I don't know.
Does Pete?
We have that somewhere. I've heard it.
Yeah, I feel like
That
I've
was
heard
from
it.
my.
Isn't it on?
that was from
on
my
SoundCloud?
recording class that I took.
Yeah, that's right.
Bob Both.
Yep.
It's
Detour,
Bryce talking.
Detour.
Remember at Drew University?
Yes.
Yeah.
That show. I think we did next song there. Did we do Muffin there? Was Muffin part of that?
I
We
would say
brought Muffin
so.
back after it not being in the set for a while, and it sort of. Do you
Didn't-
remember when it dropped out and then came back like
No, I
a
don't
while
remember
later?
any of that.
I kind of.
I don't know what
that
this
sounds
is.
a little familiar.
That might have been. I could see how we would have played it at that
Muffin
show.
is one of my all-time. It's definitely in my top 3.
5 or
I
yeah.
was gonna say 5, and then I
I
thought
love.
I
I love
could
what
go a little
everybody.
smaller.
I love what all you guys did on that. I
Oh.
love all of your
Yeah,
contributions.
me too. I love all
Mhm.
of your contributions to that. I mean, we were such a band at that time.
Yeah.
So this would be during the debut. We're
Yeah.
talking about
so-
Muffin 57. So that's one of those songs.
Right, and I was in college when we recorded Muffin
Yeah.
57, so that's putting
When did
it
we start that
around
recording?
93?
I
a
thought
little
maybe
bit
90
later. Little
Even
bit
later? Okay.
94 we started
I
recording?
think it was
And it came out in 96?
Muffin.
No, the whole debut.
Oh, the whole debut was 95.
It came out in
Okay.
95?
No, recorded in 95,
Okay.
and then came out the following spring, summer, like late spring or something.
Okay.
96.
Yeah, I know it was a long...
We went into Sweetwood in like February, recorded for a day or so, and then and Pete decided that it wasn't usable. Something happened. We were going to start over, so we started over in April
Yeah.
and finished it like by the end of the summer.
I remember starting it over.
We kind of
Yeah.
because we were doing it. Nobody was paying him,
Right.
no label or anything. So
Right. So yeah,
we
I
were kind of
remember-
doing it like I remember vocals and last minute things being like August
Well,
of that year.
there's a great story about this.
Good.
We need great stories.
Could use one.
The great story.
What the hell was I just saying? Thanks, Josh.
Thanks for pulling Jer out of that.
Thanks for rescuing Jer. Jer's like, what do you mean?
Your shitty story reminded me of a great story. This ties us into meeting a lop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's
That's,
the whole
very
purpose.
important.
So, literally, I mean, there's a backstory too to what I'm about to say, so I'm not sure how involved we want to get. But he recorded, with Pete, a lot with Pete, had recorded a demo, right, of Muffin.
Yep.
Yeah.
At William Patterson
At William
College.
Patterson
Right.
College. And then
In
I
New
guess
Jersey.
a year had passed or a few months. I can't remember.
Probably more
Or
like
it might have,
months.
was it within the semester?
I think it was.
But Alop lost his keys, or he locked his keys in his car, and I randomly ran into him in the parking lot. And he's like, "What are you doing right now?"
Give me all your money.
And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm
So
not,
at
I'm
this
not doing
point-
anything."
So
It was like last day of the semester.
Wow.
But wait, so to you,
So I drove him home.
he
back
was
to
just
Parsippany.
he was Pete's classmate to you,
Yeah.
basically.
You
knew him,
Like,
but
you didn't really know him.
No, I didn't really know him, and he recognized me, and I didn't really recognize.
Okay,
I
so that's
kinda
how
did.
little you knew him.
Yeah, I kind of did, but I wasn't. I wasn't.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I drove him to Parsippany, and he gave me his card, and he's like, "Thanks.
He had a card?
I'll record, some songs for free.
Oh, nice.
That
Yeah.
kind of thing."
Yeah.
And that's basically how the album.
Right. I think he might have said a couple of songs, like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
maybe.
I
He
think
did
it was
not
something.
say
No,
come
not
and
an
do
album.
So from that moment, basically everything that we did
Yeah.
from then on was recorded and engineered and produced by Alop. Alop Moment.
Yep.
So the first record, the debut record, we released ourselves, and that was 96.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that
and
makes
then
sense.
after we ended up, we finally got a label, and then I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but we'll go back. And then we did Turning, and we did all the other stuff, and then we re-released. We did a proper release of the debut.
Yes.
After. So the
Official.
yes. So there are still some of those original CDs that
I think it was 1,000,
we
right?
had pressed. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Just
sh-
1,000.
Yeah,
I think.
there was the in between too, because
sure you-
I Am was before Turning, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So was Catcher.
I Am 7-inch, Catcher 7-inch.
Yep.
Yep. And then that Familiar,
Yep.
that's all before
Yep.
Turning
yep.
too, right?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I forget what time of year
was
that
the
Familiar.
transition.
I was just
gonna
say-
sonically.
Yes, you could hear Turning coming.
Yeah, so
when you
that's-
hear that Familiar.
That's still in Alop's house, right? We did I Am right there.
No,
Yeah.
that Familiar. That session was
No, that Familiar was at
right?
Showplace, but
We
I
started,
Am,
yeah.
I
was
Am
at
was
Alop's.
before that,
Yeah.
right? I
It
Am
started
was,
at
yeah.
Showplace
Yeah,
and
that's
then
in the
ended up
garage.
being.
Right,
That was
it
all right in the
Right, it wasn't
garage.
100% at Showplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, those drums were awesome. Everything he
Ah,
did there.
I love that EP.
Yeah.
That there's something I don't know. I go back and forth, but
About what?
there's something that being my favorite
I Am.
sound.
I like
That
the
Familiar?
I like the Exploded and that Familiar.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
do
talking
too.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
wait,
that might
just to
my
be clear
favorite
though,
sonically.
in Alop's studio at his house, I Am repetitive. Well, there were 4 songs,
Catcher
right?
and Spawn.
Catcher and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spawn. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That was all at Alop's.
That was all at Alop's.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was all at Alop's.
March
and
Jer
then-
96.
remembers everything. That's
Yeah.
why
That
we
was
keep
March
sort of
96.
looking
looking
at
him.
Jer.
Yeah.
That's why we keep him around. He's still here.
That's why. Yeah.
And then Showplace was not long after that.
That fall.
That fall, we went to Showplace and then recorded That Familiar.
I think we were
Wow,
watching.
I would never know the season.
I think we were It was right when Tupac got killed.
Sorry, guys.
Go back to Showplace for a second.
Okay.
So why did we even go to
Thanks,
Showplace? Who picked a different place
That,
to
that
record?
had to have been a Lop's idea.
I'm
to
sure.
just go out of the studio, go somewhere else.
He
Man,
must have
you could
recorded
totally tell
some
us
other
right now if he
bands
the
was
there
label's paying
before
for
us.
it now, so just go somewhere else.
I forgot. No, there was
I don't
something-
know if a label paid
There
for
was
that.
something
I don't
very
remember
specific. Was
Yeah.
it just the?
I thought so.
I think the
I don't
label
think we
might
were
have,
paying out of
though.
pocket
I don't think
for-
we were paying out of
Well,
pocket
only
for
saying that because those
pretty
songs
sure.
didn't come out for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many days did we have in
Oh,
there?
yeah. I
No,
don't-
because it was we started that recording session in September '96, and it came out in '98.
Wow.
It was at least 18 months
Okay,
later.
maybe
it was
you're
probably-
right. I don't remember being
So,
like, all right,
that's
we all
why-
got to come up with,
I don't remember
400
that
bucks.
either.
Or,
Yeah,
I don't
No, I don't remember that
Yeah.
either. I'm pretty sure, but I'm wondering how many days was it? All in 2 days? How many
It
studio?
was the show play sessions was only a couple of days, and it was only backing tracks.
And I never actually said what songs.
Yeah, I was
know
going to say, let's be clear on what
if
songs
it was
we're talking
Exploded
about
View.
recording.
Was that familiar? It was
Rhombus.
Rhombus.
And Little Sky.
Little Sky. That's right.
Yeah.
Here, what's show? We did the show plays. Those songs didn't come out for 2 years.
Almost, yeah, like a year and a half.
Yeah, I have it.
In the meantime, we recorded Turning Into Small.
All right, so that's where I
Yeah.
was going with it. So
Yeah.
before that was even released, we went back to ANL&LF's
Yeah.
house to do Turning Into Small.
We started Turning Into Small recording. You're not going to believe I
97.
remember this, but I think it's July 5th, 1997. And I only remember that, I think, because
so it's
we have
like-
recordings of that first recording session, which was in
And they
between
have the
and
little
after.
timestamp thing.
And it had the timestamp and the
Oh,
date. And I
okay.
remember just seeing that. We went to the Montville Diner that morning, and then we went to the studio around the corner right
Okay.
afterwards. Will was there with us, having breakfast. You know,
Right.
it was we knew we were going to go in and make an album,
Mm-hmm.
and it took most of that summer.
You were in there. That album took forever to record. Do you want to go into any of the technical? Because I mean, I know you guys went in and digitized all the drums. At that time, he was
we
using
triggered the drums.
He triggered all the
Yeah.
acoustic drums
Yep.
somehow.
The basic
I didn't know- I
parts
wasn't
were
even there. I
recorded
don't know
pretty
how you did
quickly,
it.
and then it was a lot of manipulation. I think not for every song, but for some of them.
Yeah, that's why because that is something people ask.
Like
about
Puzzled.
the
Yeah,
I think
drum
I think you guys
sounds.
spent
Yeah.
a decent amount of time on the mix for Puzzled and had different
What was
mixes.
he using? Was it acid?
No,
Yeah, I
Or
think he might
acid
have been.
there
Cakewalk?
yet.
Oh, it was definitely there yet.
I
mean,
it
I mean,
definitely
to do
was.
the drum triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're hearing Bry
Yeah.
really playing like,
I think it was
Kinda
acid.
crazy parts.
Or cakewalk.
Yeah.
and then all the drums are just triggered, so they almost sound
We would literally
overly artificial.
he and
Yeah.
I we would literally line up the squares. Yeah, make
That's
sure on the
crazy.
grid and make sure they were.
How much time did it take? What was the whole recording of that
Yeah, it
album?
would be pretty easy now, but
I mean, you probably spent all night sometimes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
it was like hours and hours and hours just
What,
to do.
Jared, do
very,
you know the actual timeline?
Of the recording?
Yeah, the whole thing.
July. So we started July 5th, 97. We were done with the whole thing, mixing and everything, by the end of August. But so it didn't take that long of actual time, but it seemed like it did because we finished the basic parts pretty quickly. And I think, I don't mean this in a negative way, but I think it was like the last 6 weeks was basically like a lot of small details being attended to.
posted.
Wow.
Who came up with Turning Into Small? Was that Stiv?
That was stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
it does sound like something.
Oh, it's the song.
I don't-
It's the song.
Oh,
He had a
right,
song.
there was a song called "Turning
Yeah,
Into Small,"
it's a
and
great song.
was it supposed to be? By the time we
I
were
don't
making
think so.
Turning, it wasn't even supposed to be on Turning, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, it might have been on a
Yeah.
list, handwritten list that somebody made of
Did
contenders.
we play it live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Not for too long, but
So there was a
There's
song
the
called
4-track
"Turning Into Small."
yeah. The 4-track recording that he made was from way earlier, which I still think is the best version of that song.
Right. A
And
lot
then
of
we
times-
recorded a version at Willie
Yeah.
P that I think came out okay.
I think
but
I know what song it is, yeah.
Yeah, you'd know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I.
It's
I
like
do
classic. It's like one of his greatest
Mhm.
hits in my mind.
Yeah, yep.
Too. Right,
Classic
right.
Stiv.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
But we didn't use it.
There's just certain songs that I think
I
he
think
kind
we
of
dropped it
outgrew.
live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We definitely played it live a couple of times.
I know, but I think we dropped it live and then it just sort of faded away.
probably in
And
favor
then by the time
of
we
like
were-
newer songs that he did, like
Yeah.
Your Imagination, Snowflake Eye.
Right.
We definitely did that live.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So I think those songs eclipsed the Turning Into Small song. But
Yeah.
I think we just like the title.
So is there a girl in all natural lemon and lime flavors?
You can come out now.
Yeah, so we have some,
There's no girl in all natural lemon and lime flavors. That's Josh.
That's me.
Josh has the voice of an angel. So that's
Some said Stiv too, though. You know,
thinking he's a girl.
yeah, couple of songs maybe with a really high, like Snowflake Eye. I
Okay.
think is one of those.
Okay.
The chorus. of
I,
that?
I think if it wasn't for Josh, nobody would ever ask that question, though.
That is true. He
give
never
it to
liked
him.
his,
Take that.
he never liked his vocal in that song.
Who, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, in which song?
Snowflake Eye.
You mean the
Yeah.
take, like
Really?
the take of
Yeah,
it, or
he's
the or the, or
always
the
had-
melody?
I didn't know that.
his take? Yeah.
He could have done better, but like, I still like how
I remember he had such an issue with that song.
it's one of those things where I think the
He-
technical imperfections
Yes.
work so well with the kind of song that it is that it's just
Yeah,
kind of
I
great.
like that song.
I think he can
It's good.
do that a lot sometimes. Like
Same thing with
there's like a
repetitive.
charm.
I think he had a repetitive.
there's
thing with
enough of a
repetitive.
different sort of charm in his
Yeah.
vocal. I think
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
dare-
Where
that's-
I
when,
say
when
in
he
innocence.
listens to it, technically,
Sure.
it's just like no one hears it.
Right.
That way.
I mean, dare I
Right.
say in innocence, because it does. There's that like Kevin Arnold quality of like this innocent sounding voice and
Yeah.
guy in this like tornado of
We did often refer
dark
to Steve as
circles.
Kevin Arnold.
So yeah, I mean, one of the big questions we get is, how do you feel about being compared to My Bloody Valentine all the time?
I mean, I mean, we loved them at the time, so it wasn't like an insult,
It
but it was
never-
usually
I
it was
think
shaped as an insult.
It was superficial.
I guess.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think what they never. I guess the one thing that would bother me about it is that we were so sonically influenced by them, but songwriting wise,
But even, like,
it
turning-
wasn't really our. You know
For
what?
me, turning like the sound changed, and I got the Roland GP 100,
Yes.
and for me,
There's one. Oh,
sonically,
There's one.
sonically,
That Roland GP 100 is right. I'm pointing to it. I don't know if you can
And you're
see it.
seeing a
They
picture on
can't
your
see
screen
through
right
you.
now.
Yeah.
sonically, Cocteau Twins, you know, and Robin Guthrie, and
Yeah.
you know, his guitar stuff
Right.
was probably more of a influence in some ways.
Well, but that's more maybe specifically on how you use the Roland. But then
Right.
our collective My Bloody Valentine sound influence.
But that's what I mean.
was
I mean,
coming
the
through.
guitar was very synthetic.
Yes.
It wasn't distortion,
No, it wasn't. Just,
You
yeah,
know,
it's not
walls of distortion.
But even if it was, and we sonically matched MBV, which we might have wanted to, but I don't think we actually did. But the songwriting is so different. I always thought it was so obviously different. Like
Yeah.
we were so like, I think we were still. I know, for me. And
It wasn't
I
coming
think
from.
for Stiv,
It was not coming from punk.
there were, yes, we was, I think we were
Right.
still more influenced by the Beatles as far as
Pop.
songwriting goes than we
Yeah.
were anything out of
A
indie
lot of
rock.
mainstream pop.
Right.
Yeah, Stiv, I feel like maybe was the most ABBA out of all of us, but we all definitely.
Yeah.
ABBA
he
Gold
might have-
and Blondie's Greatest.
Yeah,
He
Blondie,
might have
always
introduced
in the-
Dancing Queen to
in the
me.
5-disc changer.
What?
He might have introduced Dancing Queen to me.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There would be no nice soup
right.
without ABBA or Blondie. I think Bry is kind of the unsung hero of the group because he's always been the voice of reason, especially musically. Like when he makes a suggestion, I think the rest of us listened.
Yeah,
He
you're
also
right.
says the craziest shit though.
Thank you, Jer.
No,
Most
Bry,
people
we
don't realize.
I hope you don't mind me doing this, but
No,
like
no.
you and I talked about this, I think at your place
If
a few
you
months
were
ago.
feeling something, it was more. Yeah, we
Yeah.
needed to
I did feel
pay
that from you
attention
guys.
to the.
That
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think it is? I've thought about this.
Yeah.
That you became the Mr. Darty, meaning Brian Stiv's dad, who was kind of our musical mentor, right? I mean,
Dennis.
yeah, like Brian Stiv's dad had been in bands when he was a kid. He's sort of
Yeah.
like
Introduced us
he
to
introduced
early
us
Beatles
with a lot
songs,
and like
you know.
sort of
Was it his
kinda
idea for
gave
there to
us
be a band?
The idea in a
Kind of.
I think after he saw you guys doing what you were doing, songwriting, he was like, he
We could
started
do
to
this.
mold it a little bit and
Yeah.
push it a little.
Wow.
Yeah.
and just his sense of expectation. Like I think his work ethic as
Yeah.
far as band goes went to you. I remember you saying, I might have told you this recently. Does anyone else remember Bry saying this to us?
Yeah,
if
told
we're
us
not
yet.
either rehearsing or playing a show or something at least 3 times a week, we shouldn't consider ourselves a band. Do you remember when Brad was, like laying it down on us? And he's so right. He was,
And we were like 17 at the time or
Still-
something.
yeah, but still.
Still applies.
No, we
Yeah,
probably
but-
rehearsed more than most
Yeah.
bands we knew.
Yeah.
I'd say,
It was 4 times a
When
week.
you're comparing yourself to
Definitely.
other bands in town,
Yeah.
it's hard to not,
Yeah.
because they're setting the bar so low. No offense to everybody else, but
like I said,
Yeah, it
I
was
came
like
from a bandless
Like
town.
inspiring.
Yeah.
Bandless
Yeah.
town. Jesus Christ.
I liked that town.
So
too.
like
I'm
the-
so not dissing that town.
the-
I was
is that like
so
the
sad
Weird
too.
Al
You know,
version?
dancing,
So, like-
but-
you said they had a lot of dancing.
You expect towns to have bands.
No, but you guys are the only bands I knew, and I saw you rehearsed all all the time. And I
Are
would
you
hear
writing a
play,
Hank
and I thought
Williams
you
song
played
right
really
now? I
great.
came from a bandless
So I
town.
just thought that's how a band is supposed to be. Like I didn't realize a band could be kind of crappy.
Yep. Yeah.
So
So
like,
what-
I just
so when
thought,
I
no,
heard-
bands are like
Yeah.
this.
When I heard there was an
And a lot of it's
audition,
you.
when I
Thank
heard
you.
there was
Good
an
job,
audition,
Brian.
I was
Good
like,
job.
you know what? I'm not really into that kind of music, but these guys are doing stuff.
Right.
Right.
And eventually, like we all just got into all of us got into
Right.
cooler music.
Yep.
Well,
Like that
we really
year.
bonded with
Yeah,
you.
I took a gamble and it
happened
totally
so
worked.
fast.
Yeah,
over
you're
the
right.
right. Well,
Coming
the
of age.
Beatles was a great
Yeah.
Yeah.
bond because
yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
things are
Stiv
so
was at
fast
his
at that
Beatles
age.
height when
Yeah.
you joined,
Yep.
right?
Stiv was psyched that I was into
And
the
you
Beatles.
and it was like and it wasn't like there was a bunch of kids in our school that we would be talking about Beatles with. It was just us.
yeah.
Like it wasn't a wave of Beatleness, even though I know they never go away, but
Yeah.
it was like we had our own little personal
Big
like the 4
Beatlemania.
of us. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
our own little Beatlemania. We really did though. And then when we met Jared, he was like the only other guy who knew.
Was that really a big deal to you guys?
It was.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah,
It
that was a big
definitely
deal.
made me
'Cause
like
those are roots,
identify with
know?
you. I remember jamming with you
Because
for
it
the
wasn't
first
cool
time
to
doing
be into the
Sgt.
Beatles
Pepper.
at that point.
I know.
You
It wasn't
know,
particularly
I didn't
cool
win.
at all.
I didn't win people over by telling them.
No.
that
Well, that
about
was
me.
your dad. He was completely like
Yeah, but
turning us on to the Beatles.
The
at an
Beatles.
early
we were
Yeah, he was
older, though.
100%
Yeah,
the
and
Beatles.
the early Beatles,
Yep.
not the druggy Beatles.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean, he
Tell
was
Me Why,
everything
we
Beatles,
played
but
Tell
he
Me
loved
Why.
he loved
Oh,
getting
yeah.
us to play the early Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The deep cuts.
And it was a good way to learn how to
Yeah, I
write.
remember you
was,
guys
yeah.
doing Tell Me
Definitely.
Why.
Yep.
He had good
He
taste.
was right.
His stuff.
Yeah,
I
from
can.
the
I can
beginning.
still listen to all that stuff now.
I've brought that up so many times to people, actually.
Yep. Yeah, he was on the
Learning
right track.
early Beatles songs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
learning
I
the
fought it in
tabs
the
and
beginning,
just-
but yeah.
Yeah. I was influenced by Elizabeth Fraser
Mm.
completely. Itchy, not Itchy Globo Blow, but that's a great tune.
Yeah.
But Bluebell No, that album. Yeah. So that was a huge influence for me for my vocal unturning. I didn't know if we were moving on to Straight Blue Line. That's why.
Oh yeah, we never.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did sort of
Completely
gloss
didn't
over
talk
that.
about that.
We kind of did
We
because the
covered it,
songs
yeah.
on it, we covered the recording sessions,
Yeah.
and that ended up being a compilation. Straight Blue Line was kind of a compilation of those recording sessions,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which we did talk about.
Plus-
is the order of that the order we recorded it in, or
I don't think so.
no?
No.
Not at all. Right? It's just in order to be an album.
It's 3 singles.
Yeah.
So it's six
Which-
songs
which
from
was a
3
better
singles
strategy.
and
Right. It's not an
like 4
historic,
songs from
accurate
the Turning into Small
Right.
sessions.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay,
Stuff
but
we
which
didn't
one do we
use on the
start
record.
tracking?
Okay. Yeah.
But so it's a good snapshot of that chunk.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. What years?
Straight Blue Line
does-
is like a pretty good snapshot.
what's
of
the
like a-
stretch?
It's 96, 97, and that's really it.
Like
It's-
late '96 or something?
No, March. So March 96 through
Wow.
August of 97.
Okay.
So it's 6 songs from 3 7-inches and
Okay.
then 4 songs from the Turning sessions. So it's a pretty good snapshot of the mid to late era stuff.
right.
And it's a pretty good snapshot of what our set mostly consisted of
yeah.
for a good year or more.
right.
Because once we started playing repetitive Catcher and I Am Where You Were, I don't think they left the set. I don't think they were out of the set.
You think they were in the very last show we played?
I hope so.
Okay.
It would have been really stupid if we
I
didn't
don't know.
play
I
those
wish I
songs.
could see the set list of the very last show we played.
What
I
was
don't
that
know.
show? Do you know?
Yeah. What was the very last
Oh,
show
it
we
was
played?
Maxwell's November 98 for
Oh, yeah.
CMJ.
Oh, CMJ.
Did we know
Does
it was the
anyone
last
remember
show?
CMJ?
I think we did. Yeah.
Really?
I think we did, yeah.
So did we play CBGBs once?
Yeah, we played CBGBs twice. Wait, is that right, Jer?
I think so.
We
yeah.
played CBs twice?
Yeah. but it's not like
No, I know. It was actually, we caught the very tail end.
it was when CBGB's
of
was
the
like a coffee house
legendary
place.
club. Yeah, it wasn't really. No,
was-
that's not true. When we played, the sound system was crazy. It still had that.
Oh, that's right.
CBGB's had the sound system from
the
the
Ramones?
Ritz, which you don't know.
Back in the
It's
day.
it
I
was
forgot
a
all
way
about
bigger club.
I
It's a-
forgot all about the
and
Ritz.
The Ritz was like a
Yeah, they
a
had it.
pretty big club.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I forgot that.
CBGB's, which is very legendary space. You know,
Much smaller space.
Ramones,
Size of this
Blondie,
room.
yeah,
Right.
tiny.
Yeah.
They had the sound system from the Ritz, so it just sounded amazing in
Thanks
there.
for
We changed the name to L&L in
Right.
like April of '94.
We were called Centipede at that
Yeah,
time.
sorry.
And
So-
then,
That was one of our first shows.
as all natural M&L flavors,
Yeah,
was at
it
CBGB's.
was one of the first shows. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I
Wow,
don't-
yeah.
Yeah,
It
I don't
would've been.
remember that. We played Maxwell's twice, also.
At least.
I was gonna
Okay.
say at least. Yeah, could have been
I think it
more.
was
We
more
only
than
had one bad show there, and it was the CMJ one, right? I think the other times we played there was quite good.
I was pretty happy the other times.
Okay.
I think so. I think one of the times we played, I don't know if it was the last one, we were trying a couple of songs out that just it was one of Stiv's newer songs that we never actually recorded
Okay.
called Sexual Undertones.
I remember he was throwing that name around for a
Yeah,
long time.
yeah.
Like,
He just didn't know what to do with it.
But he's like, this name needs to be on something.
years. I feel like years.
But we also played. I don't know if it was the last show. We tried to do a version of "You Can Never Tell," and it wasn't good
Okay.
because it's like
And you said we knew that the last show was the last show?
I think so. Yeah.
So you say, I think so. I don't remember knowing.
I don't remember
Well,
knowing, but that's not.
Do you
I-
really,
I
do you
do-
really want to talk about this?
Yeah,
Wow.
No, because there aren't too many bands that all five of us were kind of unanimously enamored of, and they were
Yes.
definitely one of them.
that's a good. That's a
MBV
very
and
good point.
Stereolab, and there aren't too many others.
The Beatles.
Yeah.
Where-
Beatles, yeah.
Sure.
But even among the five of us with the Beatles, there's some parts of their catalog that some of us just don't like as much as the others at all.
Yeah, like
Sure, but I think.
like I'm not an Abbey Road.
Oh no.
Let him be.
Yeah, me
fan.
neither. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate them or
No,
anything,
I
but
don't hate it, but
but yeah,
I never listened.
that's not.
I
At
would never
all
listen
my
to it
go-to.
even.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't either. Maybe a song or two.
Nor Sergeant Pepper. I'm not really a.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We just go through the whole catalog.
And of course, the early
Fuck
stuff.
every album.
like that.
No, I
But If I Fell,
I
right?
ne- I'll never.
Wonderful.
Oh
Amazing.
my god!
One
Yeah,
I
of, the,
Fell?
one of the best songs ever.
Oh,
one
my
of the
God.
best songs
Yeah.
ever.
How back
Misty
did I
Mountain
have?
Hop. That's always been a favorite of
yeah.
I
mine.
love
me
Misty
too,
Mountain.
me
That
too.
might be
Really?
my favorite Zeppelin song.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
Awesome.
sister
Do
used
you remember
to blast
we used
that.
to do it? Original all natural lemon and lime flavors.
Oh, yeah.
Played Misty
Yeah.
Mountain Hop. Do you remember doing it?
No.
You
Yeah,
played
you guys
drums.
had a good version of that.
You know you played drums on it.
I did.
When I was
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Well, at
Like, what
least that's what
band was
Carmine
he
Appice-
doing it in?
What band was he in way back?
oh, he was in like Vanilla Fudge, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were like
And you
a
know,
pretty
I
big
like
band.
Vanilla and I like Fudge, but for some reason, the name of that band always bothered me. Vanilla Fudge.
You're a guy in all natural lemon and lime flavors talking about how you don't like the name Vanilla
Talking about
Fudge.
Are you guys hungry?
You're talking to the
You
audience?
guys hungry out there?